Voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. We were knocked offline just momentarily. I think it was on my end. It looks like completely no internet here. I had to unplug all the devices and make sure that we got a direct connection. You know, I was saying this before. It seems like there's always a device that's trying to spy on you, whether it be the Fire TV, the Smart TV, one this or the other. I had to disconnect all of them, in other words, and restart the stream. Shout out to Beans and Rice, Rafterman, the rest of the boomers. Today we'll be talking about this weekend pump up for Bitcoin and crypto, ? We've been seeing a trend over the summer where the price of Bitcoin and crypto has increased sometimes Friday, Saturday, and over the weekend. Is that what we're experiencing today? Normally, that's not a trend in crypto. Usually it pumps like Tuesdays, Monday, Tuesday, something like that. But over the summer, we've been seeing these sneak attacks from the left flank here where the bits pumps up on a Saturday or a Friday. So that's interesting. If you're just tuning in, make sure you're caressing the buttons, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Shout out to Rafterman. Shout out to Beans and Rice. Shout out to Dan. Shout out to Queen's Races. The rest of the pumpers that are tuning in worldwide. It's the crypto commander-in-chief, the boomer, the original crypto boomer out here with the crypto cadets, the crypto maniac soldiers, the 5-star generals. It's the voice here, the crypto commander, Champagne. I got someone scraped metal in my leg from that bagel bomb. Yeah, we got hit with a bagel bomb, maybe, or it could have been on my end. I didn't see any internet. I did see a lot of devices slowing me down, and I've said this before. It seems like every single device, the Fire TV or this device, every little device is trying to do a little sneakiness. So, you know, in the future, I'm going to have a place in the home that is completely internet free, okay, that you can't even step into with a device. I want to have an internet free zone because it's every little thing, whether it be the phone, this, that, or everything's taking up bandwidth out here. So anyhow, today we're talking about this possible pump up for Bitcoin and crypto. And I have this thumbnail that reminds me of the Lift in Bits chats that we were doing every Friday, general self-improvement chats where we had open discussions about crypto diet and exercise. So I'm going to go ahead and invite you guys to have an open discussion today, as well as talking about the prices, Bitcoin and crypto. Shout out to Queens. My favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, indeed. Shout out to Queen's Races. Main event, Kaboom. And the rest of the boomers. Rafterman, I see you. Kaboom. Let me go ahead and check out today's mathematics over there on coinmarketcap.com. Let me turn off these coins, share my screen, hit refresh, and check out what's really booming out there in the markets. We had a sudden spike. If you could see over here in TradingView, we went from about 10.1 to 10.4 in a span of about 2.5 hours out here. So Bitcoin looking strong. Another pump up for the weekend? I don't know. Certainly the technical indicators on TradingView are not looking as favorable as one may assume. Checking out this sudden price pump, they're saying sell, but you know, the price is looking healthy. It's looking good. Anything about over 10K is looking good. And anything under 10K, I think, is worth a stab, a buy, perhaps. You can see here on CoinMarketCap. Let me hit refresh, make sure we're on the latest prices here with the math. $271 billion, $271 billion worldwide on the mathematics of crypto, headed for that $1 trillion market cap, guys. You know what I've been saying? This 270 needs to turn into 1 trillion, okay? About a little less than, you know, about 4 or 5x from where we're at right now, okay? And not even. It could be a 3x. And get close to a trillion. And we got Bitcoin dominance at 68.6%. It's a little bit less than I expected. I would expect it already to hit 70%. And, you know, I'll tell you, as we approach the halvening there in May, I would expect the dominance to increase over 70% as people hunker down and hodl those bits in anticipation for that halvening, which would cut the supply by half, the mining reward by half. The supply of new coins being minted by half. Not the whole supply is not going to be cut in half, but you know what I'm talking about. Bitcoin here at 10,394, up 246% in the past 24 hours. Ether at 195. Guys, I think Ether is going to stick around. I saw some article earlier this morning that said that, you know, the majority of the developers in the crypto space are working on apps on Ether. I don't know if that's true or not, but it certainly seems like it could be. And I know there's a lot of talent behind there. And let's see if they can actually scale this blockchain, and make it bigger, stronger, faster, harder, longer, whatever they say. Love you, man. And the boomers, DCA Friday may change to Wednesday. Shout out to Rafter, man. Let me drop a bomb for you. I like that, changing it to Wednesday because, you kind of are right in the middle, it may pump. Wednesday is I'm not going to say a quiet day, but I don't see major kapumps or major dumps on Wednesday. So, you may have a better average of the market for your DCA. Shout out to Rafterman. Let me drop a bomb. Thank you so much, Rafterman, showing me love, dropping $2 here in the population of the chat box. Thank you so much. Guys, if you'd like, follow the leader here, Rafterman. Drop a couple ducats in the bucket. And, the tips keep me strong and keep the boomers and the boomettes strong here. And, thank you so much, guys. If you don't have the super chat option, or you can't do that, you could do the Brave browser. You can shoot me some bad tokens, or drop me a positive comment here and share this on your feeds. Blockchain Susha's here. Kaboom! What's up, boomers? Let me drop a bomb for Susha. Thank you again, Rafterman. Shout out to Trap Talk TV with the money bags. I see you. Beans and Rice talking about the LTC Smackdown. LTC Smackdown. I'm DCAing out of LTC, picking up more bits at this point. Thanks again, Rafterman. You got Bitcoin Cash at 312. You got Litecoin at 75. Litecoin looking slim. Litecoin's up in the green today, but it's not gaining weight faster than Bitcoin, and that's what's going on. Right now, what can I say with Litecoin? I like the fact that they're trying to implement the Mimble-Wimble. And I'll tell you, after yesterday's live stream when we talked about the Bitcoin blacklist, I think it is very important. It is paramount for these top-tier blockchains to explore confidential and private transaction, as well as fungibility on the tokens in the blockchain. So, if Litecoin can implement Mimble-Wimble, maybe they could be a testing ground for Bitcoin to implement Mimble-Wimble maybe later on in the future, a few years from now or something like that. And in the meantime and in between time, don't sleep on Monero. That's all I got to say. Don't sleep on Monero, boomers. You got Binance at $27. You got EOS at 371. EOS is looking tired and, losing weight. And, EOS is about to be my next Litecoin at this point. I like Litecoin. I like EOS. And they're, I think Litecoin has a longer possibility for life than EOS does. Although I've said this before, EOS has always looked like Ethereum on steroids for me up until they seem to have dropped that ball back in June when they announced that KYC voice. Although, I wouldn't say that the entire blockchain hangs on what voice does. It certainly gave them a stinky aroma, So let's see what happens with EOS. I'm still, I'm lending through via the Rex. And maybe I DCA out of EOS too and just stack more bits, and more kaboom. Satoshi Vision's garbage. Monero's looking good, $83. Stellar at 6, excuse me. Cardano at 4. Cardano, guys. Cardano. I haven't seen Revolutionists in a while. If you're still out there, Rev, hopefully you got some Bitcoin. That's all I got to say. Shout out to Rev. Tron at 1 cent. Leo at 120. Dash at 94. Ether Classic is the one that's been pumping this week. We talked about Ether Classic's hard fork Atlantis coming up, and it seems like that is attracting people to buy Ether. That's all I can see with Ether Classic. I don't know. Chainlink at 229. The rest of the boomers are here. Queen's Racist just dropped me $2. Thank you so much, Queen's. Boom! Rafterman dropped me the 2. Guys, let me drop some fiat off the ceiling here for my boomers. Rafterman and Queens, thank you so much, guys. Follow the leaders out here. Don't show up to the crypto party empty-handed. Drop a couple of ducats in the buckets. Or be a Steamosaurus and steam the champ, says Rafterman. Yeah, you could send me Steam too, Main event says, or those Steam upvotes. You may be talking about... the Steam upvote. Shout out to Main Event out there. One of our Steamosaurus. I feel you, a Main Event, with still messing with Steam. The price keeps going down, but I still use it, so shout out to my Steamosaurus worldwide. Rafterman's here. The boomers are here. I'll keep this as an open chat. I was checking out that story about the Overstock CEO, Patrick Byron, I believe. And you know that he's a crypto-friendly, Overstock being one of the first outfits, or not the first, but one of the larger outfits to accept Bitcoin early on. And apparently he says he's involved in some sort of a deep state espionage, and he was sleeping with a Russian agent, and, it gets juicy. You were reading there. I guys could check it out on Reddit. They have a TLDR. You can see this guy. And I encourage you to check out the video if you're into this type of stuff. But Overstock.com CEO and cryptocurrency advocate resigns. So he resigns as the CEO. He says the FBI agent tricked him into espionage against Trump and Clinton. So here's the TLDR. Patrick Byron was instructed to sleep with a Russian agent by X, Y, and Z high-ups in the Obama administration that he's not naming yet. He faked compliance and pretended to be in a relationship with her. She was later arrested. Byron is now accusing X, Y, and Z of felony charges. He was also involved in a Hillary blackmail attempt, he said. He named Peter Stork and also briefly mentioned Carlin, Maccabi, Comey. At one point, they seemed to be glossed over it. Maybe these were the XYZ, although he didn't confirm it. I'm reading from Reddit, and I'll have this link down below if you guys want to check it out. I didn't link it, but it's on the Bitcoin Reddit, the BTC Reddit. And you guys probably can see it there on my URL on the display. Lots of other things. It's a long video of info in there. You can watch it a second time, if anything, says the guy here. So, read this and check out the link to the video. And it's interesting, I think the only reason we're really mentioning it is because this guy's been a crypto maniac. He's been, and he's backed a bunch of blockchain companies as well. I think it's T0 or what was he saying? The killer dApp for crypto being the crypto stocks, or I don't know exactly what he was saying, but maybe some of you guys could that have a little bit more information about this could chime in here in the box. Before you sell EOS, wait until September 23rd, says Nano. That's when EOS is upgrading to version 1.8. Ironically, that's the same date BACT is launching. Okay. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Usually right before, those things happen, you'll see a pump. So maybe we'll start seeing a little pump, and maybe the strategy would be to dump it right before, a few days before the 3rd. I don't know. But certainly, I'm not enjoying holding this EOS bag at this moment. I'm waiting for some more dApps, but it doesn't seem like there's anything that's really caught my attention as of late. I'm still holding Steam to 0, says Main Event. Too much time invested to give up on it yet. Not financial advice. Yeah, I'm still holding Steam. Luckily, I'm not, overextended on my Steam, but I'm not interested in getting more. I'll tell you that much. Nano Joe, that also has the back launch date. Champ, do you ever think it's weird how so many people, including myself, are willing to invest in something that we don't know the creator of? Yeah, I was thinking about that. Not too long ago. I was thinking about, the fact of, Satoshi's anonymity, and that, that doesn't seem to be a problem for so many people. And I think the reason it isn't is because, Bitcoin is verifiable through the code besides Satoshi. So it's something that you're reading, and you could read the code and verify it, and you can run it yourself. So, do you need to know who invented the wheel, or, who invented the lighter, or, a lot of these devices that you use every day? You don't know who invented, I don't know, the lithium battery, although maybe you could find out. The fact is that you can verify it works. So, but I definitely, I agree where you're coming from. It's a little weird. It's a little mysterious, No worse than not knowing how many dollars are printed or how many derivatives there are out there. Exactly. That, and when you compare it to the fiat system, the fiat system is a big mystery. You don't know how many dollars. You don't know what's the next move, whether they're going to put the rates up or down, or what they're going to do with the trade war. So there's a lot more variables and unknowns when it comes to the legacy banking system than when it comes to Bitcoin. But I do get the point that you're trying to make. I know that Bitcoin was born out of a rebellion against the government. I wouldn't call it a rebellion. It doesn't rebel. It's not trying to do anything it doesn't directly attack or do anything to the bank. What it is an alternative. It's an alternative. So, it's not really a rebel against the government. It's an alternative. So, but usually things like this are set up as a trick. And of course, we've talked about that before, of who the options of who Satoshi could really be. And we've explored that before, an option of it could be a DARPA invention, could be a deep state invention. We don't know, it can be linked to that, that magazine cover with the Phoenix, and you know what I'm talking about. There's all kinds of conspiracies. Absolutely. That's why I always keep it to everyone's attention to don't sleep on the true privacy coins like Monero, because like I said before, Monero at this point it seems like it's superior to Bitcoin in the fact that it hits all the beats that we're looking for: the true privacy, the true anonymity, the true decentralization, and whatnot. But yeah, exactly. It's something to bring up. As much as we like Bitcoin and we see it as the king of crypto right now, it's not like we can't ask questions. Absolutely. Shout out to the 17 crypto maniacs watching worldwide. Bitcoin on the rise for appears like a weekend pump up. I've been talking about these trends that we've seen this summer, where we've seen it seems some significant pump ups over the weekend, which is opposite of what we are used to. Usually the price doesn't have much action on the weekends. We should be more concerned about what are in our electronic devices, says CryptoZilla. Do we know who made all the parts and assembled them? Exactly. That's another thing too. I mean, there's rumors that there's all kinds of spy devices, backdoors in on our phones and our mobile devices or whatnot. And I was just talking about this at the beginning of the stream. I mean, evidence to believe that is that every time I go online, there's a bunch of devices throttling my bandwidth on my end as well. And, I have to unplug the Fire TV, the Smart TV, and all the other devices, the small devices that may be feeding information to the beast. I don't know, But yeah, you're right. So, that's why, faith is so important. We operate with faith every time, every day, whether you believe in faith or not, you use faith as well. So, faith leads into another thing. Ultimately, you got to have faith in the big man upstairs, but we walk with faith every day. We faith that, we don't have all the information, we don't. Shout out to Zilla, main event, Queen's Races, the rest of the pumpers out there. Bitcoin on a weekend pump, it appears. Looks like most of the alternative coins are being left behind here in Bitcoin's wake as far as their price against BTC. You do see some green in relation to the US dollar. But compared to BTC, looks like most of the alts are back in famine. Again, guys, it's more proof that, hold the BTC bag here if you want to gain value, it appears. Do you think Huawei, or I don't know how to pronounce that, but Huawei hate was about bad practices? No, it's because they found they were coding funny bunny stuff in their devices. Yeah, we've heard about that. I mean, I certainly have. I don't know if we've talked about it here, but yeah, that's kind of what I was alluding to in the comment I just made. Blockchain Susha says Bitmain upgrades their Bitcoin mining power by 50%. New mining hardware hashing 8x more than old hardware. Yeah, this is like a hardware arms race. It's like every month or a few months or so, it seems like there's more powerful hardware that mines faster. So, who can mine the fastest? Queen's Races says, you're right, it's an alternative, but Blue Dress says it's a threat and beats people in the head to agree. To me, it's a good way to break away from this control and monitoring the do-over of the people. The Blue Dresses, they say it's a threat and beats. I mean, it could be. You don't know. It seems like the Blue Dresses are fighting amongst themselves as well. That's what I've noticed. So you don't know who to trust. But what I do like about Bitcoin is that it's verifiable and it seems more honest than the system that we're dealing with now. Although you could argue that ultimately, if we move over to Bitcoin, being that they're so scarce, there could be more inequality in a world based on Bitcoin than this world right now. They could be, the haves and the have-nots. Right now, there's not too many people holding Bitcoin. There's less people holding Bitcoin than there is millionaires out there. Or what is it that they say? There's not enough Bitcoin for every millionaire out there. So, think about that. What do you think about Elon Musk's Starlink system? I think that Tesla and Musk, a lot of that is a bunch of hype. I think that, I think he's a figure that's propped up. I have questions about Tesla and how that stock has stuck around or not. and their relationships to Ford or whatnot. I mean, and their stunts about sending men to in outer space. Is that even real? I don't even know. I don't trust it. It smells a little bit propaganda-ish to me, be honest with you. Okay. But again, that's my opinion. I don't have evidence to prove that. Double X is here with the shades. I see you. Nano says the Satis Group published a research report that explores the potential valuation of the crypto market in 5 and 10 years. Most notably is their estimate of the potential growth in the privacy coin sector, with Monero being the potential privacy sector winner. Exactly. That's what I've been saying, Nano. You know the deal. I mean, I don't need the Satis Group to tell the champ what's going on. I mean, that's obvious. Nano goes on to say that they said that it's going to be $18,000 per Monero in 5 years. That's kind of a wild prediction. I don't know if it's going to go that high. I wouldn't expect it, but I can see it go into the 4 figures for sure. CryptoZilla says that's just one Chinese company, and almost all of our devices come out of southern China through Hong Kong. Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. You trust these devices, but who knows what they're doing? Main Event says we'd already have colonies in space if that was really possible. Talking about Elon Musk's Starlink system. Yeah, it's this hype. They like to put out big dreams. They've been talking about we're gonna go back to the moon since we're children, for years out there. And guys, they don't do it. They haven't even gone past. I mean, they haven't even gone past the radiation belt. So it seems like a cool story, bro. But I'm not buying into that right now. The Starlink system could provide internet for the whole world, bank the unbanked, and that may be more hype than real. Yeah, it may be or maybe not. That's cool, and I hope that eventually there could be internet for everyone, but I'm not going to I'm not going to wait around for it. I'm not going to wait around for the next moon landing either, guys. I don't know how Elon Musk is in charge of these cutting-edge technology, SpaceX, Tesla, solar tunnels, high-speed tubes. Yeah, his whole presence smells a little deep state-ish. I mean, he looks like a potential actor. Again, I don't have any proof of that. I'm just saying it's a possibility. I'm just throwing the idea out there. He may be legit or not. I don't know. He seems like I won't even say cool dude. He's an interesting character, but I don't know. I don't know if he's real deal or not. I haven't done enough research, but it seems like he's popping up, and he's always on the news. He's like, there's fanboys, and when I see all that, it's too much hype. Don't believe the mainstream, guys. You know the deal. Usually it's the opposite. But again, I don't have any proof of it, so I don't want to talk bad about the gentleman. I certainly like the car. The Tesla car looks cool, and I wouldn't mind driving with my eyes closed. There's going to be a super gap between the haves and have-nots in the very near future. It's sad, but the crypto market has transitioned from a retail market to institutional driven. I agree, Susha. I don't get how Elon Musk, we just read that. Susha says Normie's going to miss the boat again. Yeah, that's usually what happens, though. Crypto Stacks says because he's a super genius. I don't know. I don't know if he is or not, and I frankly don't care. He hasn't done anything for me. Tony Stark says people hate it, but Buzz admitted we never been to the moon, and we still need material that won't burn up past the radiation. I don't know if that's true, if Buzz admitted it or not. I know he knocked somebody out or tried to swing on somebody. But again, they're not doing anything for me, so, Jigger Rome says, right, champ, him and Bezos are puppets. Yeah, it's, I don't know. It could be. I don't know if, but it certainly seems, in the case of on Musk, I don't know much about Bezos either. But, with Musk, it seems like, where did this guy come from? Come on, guys. They want you to think, all of a sudden he's the super genius, just like how they sell Einstein to you, and Einstein is not all that. Einstein was pointing in Nikola Tesla's direction. Tesla is who we should be looking at, not Einstein. Yeah, I agree, champ. Elon is an actor, AK, or a puppet. It's certainly, there's something fishy there. I mean, at least it strikes me. But again, I don't have any direct, evidence. So I may be full of shit, to be honest. So I don't know. Main Event says, was there any update on that Taxonomy Act for crypto trades? I haven't heard about it. Tyler says people don't get to have that much power and influence without playing the game of the rules of the elites. Otherwise, you get trampled on. Exactly. That's why it's raised a red flag. Tyler, you hit it on the head. You know, it's like you don't get to do all that and start sending people into space or whatnot. Come on, guys. Come on. People perish for our lack of knowledge. It's not our fault the brain dead zombies aren't invested in Bitcoin. Maybe they should stop taking pictures of their food and posting it on Instagram. You make a point. People with their pictures of food. I mean, listen, if it's a nice dish, I get it. But, you know, some people take pictures of food too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm not that much of a fat boy. True, he doesn't look like a super genius. He's not dumb, but doesn't look like he's super smart either. I mean, he seems he's smart, but again, guys, you know, I don't mean to knock on Musk. He didn't do anything to the champ, but you know, he's on Rogan with, you know, I don't believe it, guys. I don't believe it. Main Event says, how's your DTube experience going? To be honest with you, I haven't posted on DTube for a few days, about a week or so, because I started noticing that when I posted straight to DTube, it wasn't posting on Steem, Leo, and PAL as it did before. Okay. And right now, my understanding is that the DTube is still on the test and those tokens aren't real. So if I'm going to post somewhere first, it's going to be where I'm going to get a real reward. So I'm back to post it directly through Steem and it goes to PAL and Leo. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Again, they switched something, but I was posting directly to DTube before tagging Leo and PAL, and it was populating in those places. But now I did that and it wasn't happening. It seems like they're doing their own thing. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's working right. So it threw me off. So it's like, listen, I'm cool with DTube or whatnot, but I'm not going to go post there first and then have to go post somewhere else when DTube right now is just still on test. Those tokens are worthless. You can't, those tokens are not tradable. So if somebody out there in DTube's listening, I like it. And, I'll continue to go back there, but I'm not going to go there first. And they don't let me post to Steem at the same time. They took something away. Crypto Stack says, what does a genius look like? Then I don't know what a genius looks like then, because I'm not a genius. Okay. I'm not here saying I'm a genius, but I'm just giving my opinion. And maybe you are, Crypto Stack, so but I don't know. I'll tell you how I feel about it and I give my opinion and I'll be honest. Like I said, I could be full of shit. I'm speaking honestly about my opinion. So I don't know what a genius looks like. Definitely it's not Einstein. Maybe it looks like Tesla though. The elites giving certain people money and power to carry out 1,000-year-old agenda. I believe we have a specific group we have never seen before, who know the future before it comes. Maybe there's just evil in the world, guys. And, it's what we've been taught in the Bible is true. And there's a bunch of evil in the world that could be true as well. I don't know. It's certainly starting to seem that way, though. Kaboom. Hope all is well. Shout out to Currency 365. I see you out there, Currency. I just got a pop-up ad here for my Brave browser to get some BAT tokens. Kaboom. Thank you so much to 365. Nice to see you out there. It's been a while. Guys, follow Currency 365. He's always spreading the good news. The reset is coming, and he's been spreading some good videos out there. Kaboom. Thank you so much, Currency. I appreciate it. Have you checked out the 3Speak platform for video? Yeah, I've checked it out. I know they're friendly to crypto. They're another Steem-based application, correct? Blockchain Susha says, I know you're not a fan of Ripple, but Coil went live last week. You have a chance to get first mover adoption there, champ. I'm not interested with that. Currency says, yo, they switched my $10 donation to $2. What the F, YouTube? There you go, guys. You know, I'm not entirely even surprised. It seems like they've been taking away subscribers and throttling videos. You know, I'm going to be here regardless, guys, so don't worry about it. And if they knock this channel down, you can catch me on Steam. We'll pop up another one. I know Currency's been on Patreon. How's that going for you? Because my understanding is some people have been censored over there on Patreon as well. You'd be put on the bad boy list. I don't know. Main Event says, I guess David Pacman has rejoined Steam through 3Speak. Yeah, 3Speak is another platform that is apparently not censoring people. Tyler D says, I don't trust YouTube. I'll stick to BAT donations. Yeah, send them over. Although those BAT donations ultimately get taxed as well if you try to cash out. But, you know, if not, you can send cryptocurrency directly through the addresses linked down below. Anyhow, I appreciate it. The evil of man seems to be rearing its head more and more lately, and it's very disappointing to a boomer, CryptoZilla. But yeah, you know, it's been here since the beginning of time. We've been taught this, and there's evil in the world. You know, I think there's people that they don't believe that evil exists, but you know, if you've been looking and paying attention, you know, apparently it does. Thank you again to Currency 365, to Queen's Races, to Rafterman for showing me love. Weekend pump for Bitcoin and crypto. We're up at 10,446. It looks like a high for today. It's looking good. You know, what's up with these weekend pumps? Because does anybody have a theory of why this may be occurring? Because usually it doesn't occur this way, but we've seen it happen a lot this summer. Let me check out the price of Litecoin too. Last time I saw it was about 7,200 Satoshi. Or 72,000, excuse me. Yeah, 0.0072. Topped off. As soon as Bitcoin starts taking off again, there goes the altcoins. They're retreating. Less people around watching the market on the weekend, says Main Event. So wouldn't that lead to less volume and less pump? I don't know. Blockchain Sousa says Wall Street trades on the weekend. I've heard that before, and you know, you may have a point. You know, these investment bankers, big money, now that they're getting into Bitcoin, you know, maybe they've been working all week. They got a little bit more time on Friday and Saturday to, you know, do some big deals. I don't know. That's another theory that I've seen thrown around there. The Bears take the weekend off. Maybe that's true. They trade traditional during the week. Yeah, I've heard of this theory. I tend to agree with Susha. Maybe it is these Wall Street. I think that this year you've seen a lot of institutions acquiring Bitcoin, and you know, maybe those people that work on Wall Street they're doing other big deals during the week. They come around at the end of the week and they do a little crypto work. Perhaps. Again, I don't have any evidence to prove this, and you know, this is an idea being presented by Susha amongst others. Shout out to the boomers out there. I hope you guys are putting the weight on the bar. I switched my schedule to a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday workout routine, so I'll be back in the gym tomorrow hitting the squats, doing my best to hit my goal. I've hit all my goals on my 1, 2, 3, 4. With the exception of the 4, which would be 4 plates on the deadlifts times 5. I'm still coming up short on that one, but I'll hit it sooner than later. I think maybe by the end of the year. I always encourage the boomers, and I was doing this every Friday, general self-improvement chats. That's what this thumbnail is reminding me of here. Those lift and bits chats that we were doing every Friday. You know, eat healthy, guys. Stay strong. I don't want any losers in the box. Deadlifts, barbell rows, bench press, overhead press, squats, do those compound exercises. I don't need you at the machine doing bicep curls. That's not going to, you know, I was talking about it to some of the guys that are at the gym. You see these fat boys or newbies come into the gym, you know, they'll do a little bit on the treadmill, they'll do some cardio bunny stuff, and then, you know, they'll do a little curl. Guys, you're not going to lose weight doing curls. and doing 5-10 minutes of cardio. You got to go in there and squat and activate the entire body. Susha says, just watch the price action between 5 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what time traditional markets close. Then they come to crypto. That could be the case. That could be it. Queen's Racist says, I think there's some rich people that only trade during the week. And then we got weekend warriors that come out to kill those shorts. Maybe it's a stupid over-the-counter market that's only Monday through Friday. Maybe. I'm tending more to agree with Susha here. I think that maybe the big money has time as the week ends to trade in crypto. 20 crypto maniacs watching. Make sure you're bookmarking the page, guys. We're here every single weekday. I was checking out this. I shared this at the beginning of the stream. Overstock CEO and cryptocurrency advocate. He resigned. He says an FBI agent tricked him into espionage against Trump and Clinton. He was sleeping with a Russian agent. He named Peter Strzok. Briefly mentioned Carlin, McCabe, Comey. I think that there's like a soft civil war going on between the blue dresses. It's like, they got blue dresses, red dresses, but either way, it's men wearing dresses. And they're not going to do anything for anybody here in the population of the chat box. My main event says, like button kaboom. Indeed. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Guys, drop a comment here, a question. This is open chat. Let me know if you're pumping strong out there. Let me know if you did any moves that I need to know. LOL says, Tyler says, LOL, blue dresses. Yeah, you know who we're talking about, the blue dresses out there. Let me see if do I still have the blue dress up here? Or did I delete it? You guys know who I'm talking about. Billy Blue Dress. Yeah, I think I deleted it. Yeah, Billy Blue Dress. You guys know the deal. Shout out to Tyler, main event. And the rest of the boomers. Devil in the blue dress. Yeah, it seems like these guys are all funny. Blue dresses. There are probably a few red dresses out there. Either or, they're definitely cross-dressing. Champ, the portfolio, says Queens. Yeah, we haven't checked it out. We're still holding on that portfolio Bitcoin, Monero, and Binance. Okay? It's funny because, Binance is like the opposite of Monero. It's like that Binance is the highly centralized coin that's not private because, Binance is going to KYC everybody, as they become more regulated. And then you got Monero. So it's funny. Let's see. Let me pull up that crypto portfolio. We've been managing a portfolio since early in the beginning of the year. We started off with 10,000. Made some trades, got into some altcoins. We recently consolidated back into Bitcoin, and we're more than 2x there. Here is our total crypto worth, our portfolio worth. Currently $21,979, almost $22,000. Again, this is virtual, not real, but we certainly handle it as such. You see we have mostly Bitcoin, Monero, and then Binance. I think we're good right now. Maybe we should start a new portfolio from scratch. And I think we ended up with just Bitcoin, almost Bitcoin in this portfolio. We're up. It's not bad. Maybe we can start a new one. The US dollar is tanking right now, says Currency. Dow tanking 300 points as Feds look to cut rates in September and China devalues yuan. Yeah, you know it. Let's check out the markets too. I'll put up trading view. But this is nothing that, we're not expecting. They continue to devalue the currency, and it's a shit show out there. And you know who ends up suffering? The middle class. The middle class ends up suffering. Those that have 401ks and, the normies. Really. So here's the market summary. S&P is down 1.28%. NASDAQ's down 1.45. Dow's down 1.24. Check out the Dow on the charts here. Dow Jones Industrial Average Index taking a little hit out there according to currency. It's a little bit, down. But you got to see, you got to understand out there, a little 2-3% move on the Dow Jones hurts a lot more than a little 4 or 5% move on Bitcoin. It's a lot bigger deal. This is a lot bigger, this is a bigger playing field, boomers. Way bigger. You're talking about the whole market of the entire globe, basically. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Let's see if gold is up. Usually gold has been booming. Yeah, gold is up again. 1524. Look at gold. Precious metals. Can't go wrong with a little bit of gold. Champ, did you know Steve Mnuchin is a member of Skull and Bowl, and he has a net worth of $300 to $500 million? He also worked at Goldman Sachs. No wonder he hates Bitcoin. I didn't know that, but it seems about right. You got to be part of the good old boys club. And I'm not at all surprised out there, Nano. It seems, I would be surprised if it was opposite. How about that? I didn't know that, but I would be surprised if it wasn't true. Every country's currency tanking more. I'm in CAD and everything's costs high as F. So it's a Canadian dollar, right? Yeah, that's what's going on right now. Look at the price of gold. Look at this pump on gold right there. Is this the 24? Here goes another Brave ad. Guys, if you're not getting the Brave browser, look at these ads. I'm getting them during the stream. This is real ads. I'm getting, boom, whatever this is, Quad and C. They just paid me some bat just for looking at this ad. There you go. Boom. Guys, do it. Do it now. I got the link right there. You download it, you install it, and you could start earning bat by these little ads. And then it blocks all the other ads like on CoinMarketCap or whatnot. Look how clean it looks. Look at that. It's a clean plate over there. Come on, guys. So gold is pumping. Is silver pumping as well? Let's see my silver charts. Silver's up as well. Silver's up even more. Look at the silver. Eesh. Silver up almost $18. Look at silver. Global uncertainty is ultimately driving the price of precious metals and cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin, northwards. So there you go, boomers. I'll take a few more comments and questions before I go ahead and land this plane. It looks like, as the Dow plunges and we approach the weekend, this could be another Bitcoin pump for crypto and, another pump for Bitcoin and crypto. So let's see. I'm waiting for the price to go over 12,000. I think that's a resistance target that I'm looking at. And then after that, the next resistance level will be 13.8, which was the high from this summer's bull run. On that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thanks once again to Rafterman, to Queen's Races, and to Currency 365 for showing love here in the super chat. Stay strong out there, boomers. Everybody that downloaded the Brave browser, thank you. If you shot me there, any tips there, I appreciate it. Everybody just dropping positive comments, I appreciate all you maniacs. Shout out to Pepe. He says they lost control of AI already. Perhaps, I don't know. Let's see. On that note, I'm out. Shout out to GAQ and the rest of the boomers out there. Catch me on Monday, guys. I'll be back on Monday with the good crypto word. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. Stay strong out there. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.